Hi guys, Mitch King with Trade Stocks America with the Monday morning, October 4th, 2010 daily stock report. Here's the Dow 30 on Friday, up 0.4%. We think that there's getting to be a gradual top that's being developed here. We can look at these indicators, still concerned that we're seeing the MACD signal line turn down. Histogram, we've got the crossover on the stochastics pointing down. And I think what's likely to follow is a real gradual downtrend that has a slight pullback, and you never know how slight. But remember, we got those elections. I think that's going to be some real bullish pressure on stocks to continue to move up as some of these elections and the news and the journalists are starting to focus on the change that's likely to happen in the House, and possibly they're forecasting it's possible, not that long shot, that the Senate turns over to the Republicans as well. So if those two occur, or even one, this market is going to continue to price in higher prices. So we have a little bit of a pull both ways. NASDAQ Composites flattening out. We've got everything pointing down on the indicators as well. S&P 500 up 0.4%, and we're looking for also the same type of result as a shallow pullback. Should start this coming week here. So if you want to capture your profits on those long positions, that certainly would make sense to me. Here's MOTR, which is a bull short, rebounded today quite a bit, up 7.6%. As long as it stays below that 1342 high we saw a couple of days ago, we should be okay. And the general rule is when it breaks up above that line, that would be an area to have your stop loss triggered and close that short. You never know what happens when it goes above that new high. It usually resurges and has more power. What we'd like to see on Monday, Tuesday, and start having a couple down days, get well below that $12 figure and into the mid-11s and start seeing it continue to correct. Here's AZO, no change today. CMG up 1.5%. I'm thinking this is going to have a higher high in the next few days, assuming the market doesn't correct hard. Here's a stock that you can consider selling that as one of your long positions to reduce. Here's MGA, also in the auto parts sector, same sector that AZO is in. VMW up 0.7% today, software manufacturer. VIT up 0.5%. Here's HMIN, Home Inns and Hotels Management, still strong, still on the uptrend, no concern yet. PXP did a reversal here, was at 27.37 as the high, as you can see from the second number right here. Then the low is right next to that at 26.32, probably going under 26 on Monday. Looks like that. There could be a stock that you would consider closing that long position. And the cost base on this is just under 26 at 25.74. So I'm thinking if there's any stock to close on a long position, that would be the one. CRM down about 4 or 5 days in a row to 112. Thought this would have rebounded by now. Still has plenty of chance to do that. I think that this makes an attempt to start moving up here next day or two. Here's GMCR. This is kind of why we put this on the aggressive box, is because this could happen. This is the one that's got an inquiry or investigation from SEC on the overstatement of earnings. It's just hard to tell how these react. Usually he's got a couple days after that kind of news, but it only was a 3 cents a share. They said it was $4.4 million that it affected. They were pretty full disclosure. They're not changing their accounting. There's no fraud. I think that news that SEC is doing inquiry. SEC has a strong incentive right now after looking like fools for not going after Madoff after 10 years of people telling him that he's probably doing a fraud. I still think this has got a good shot at starting to bounce here. It did drop to 27.50, had a big bounce after that, and I think we're getting to the low 30s here in the next week or two. Here's Tyco. TYC did a nice bounce off of yesterday's 36.25. Now we hit 37.50. We should have a few days up there and get into that 38 to 38.50 number. Here's Mall, another bull short, down 4.4%. Now this is acting just what we like. Should get under $6, maybe $5.50 will be the target price to cover. And here's CRIC, another short that's gradually breaking down, kind of a backfilling action. Yesterday went down to that low 10s. rebounded back today. And if any of you guys still have this, well, obviously yesterday we should have gotten out there. But this should creep down here for the next couple of days. We don't want to see it go above that kind of trend line that's established here in the last 5 trading days. So you guys take care. Put the odds in favor. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you Monday. And we'll be launching for everybody on the trading room on October 11th. Have a great weekend.